What if one of America's most luxurious hotels was also one of its most haunted? Welcome to the Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island, a stunning Victorian landmark that hides chilling, ghostly secrets. Its story begins in 1887, a monument to Gilded Age ambition. The Grand Hotel was the vision of industrialist Alistair Finch, designed to be the most luxurious retreat on the continent. For over a century, it has delivered on that promise, hosting presidents, Hollywood royalty, and countless guests seeking an escape into elegance. Its opulent ballrooms have echoed with laughter, its suites have been sanctuaries for the world's elite. But even from its inception, whispers followed the construction. Rumors of secret passages built into the original blueprints, of rooms that don't appear on any official floor plan. The hotel was designed with secrets, and some secrets, it seems, refuse to stay buried. Because beneath the polished marble and glittering chandeliers, a palpable chill lingers. It's a feeling that many guests and staff know all too well. A sudden cold spot in a sun-drenched corridor, the faint disembodied scent of cigar smoke in a non-smoking wing, the unnerving sensation of being watched in an empty room. For decades, these quiet, unsettling occurrences were dismissed as tricks of the light or drafts in an old building. But the stories are too numerous, too consistent. The hotel's gilded history is stained with tales of tragedy and heartbreak, creating an energy that is anything but restful. The source of this deep-seated unrest, many believe, predates the hotel itself. Long before the first foundation stone was laid, this land was sacred ground to the Anishinaabe people. Local legends speak of it as a place of spiritual passage, a final resting place for their honored dead. The hotel's construction was seen by many as a profound desecration, an act of arrogance that disturbed those who slumbered beneath. It's a belief passed down through generations, that by building a monument to worldly luxury upon this hallowed earth, the founders awoke ancient spirits, guardians of the land who never left, and who now walk the halls of the Grand Hotel as silent, eternal residents. One of the hotel's most famous spirits is the mysterious Lady in Black. Guests report seeing her roaming the hallways, especially near the hotel's theater. Some say she is connected to the island's tragic past, forever searching for peace. Beyond the spectral whispers of the Lady in Black, the hotel's magnificent ballroom holds another, more stoic secret. Its polished marble floors once reflected the glittering gowns of high society, its soaring ceilings echoing with laughter and the strains of a live orchestra. But long after the music has stopped, as the last notes of a long-forgotten waltz seem to fade on the air, some guests and staff report a profound and sudden chill, a heavy silence that swallows all sound. It is then, in the deep shadows cast by the grand pillars, that he appears. A tall, slender figure, impeccably dressed in the formal attire of a bygone era, a tailored suit and most distinctly, a silk top hat. He is not a fleeting glimpse or a trick of the light. He stands motionless, a silent sentinel observing the empty room as if waiting for a dance partner who will never arrive. Witnesses are often frozen in place, not by fear, but by a strange sense of melancholy that emanates from the figure. They describe an intense, though unseen gaze that seems to look right through them. The urge to approach, to ask who he is powerful. Yet the moment one takes a step or even turns to alert a companion, he is gone. The air warms, the oppressive silence lifts, and the corner is empty once more. On several occasions, a single chilling piece of evidence is left behind, the top hat, resting on a chair where he stood. It appears solid, but before it can be examined, it too fades into nothingness. Hotel historians and long-serving staff have a prevailing theory. They believe this is the spirit of a prominent 19th century industrialist, a man who was a key investor in the hotel's construction. Legend says he lost his entire fortune in a single night of high-stakes poker within these very walls, his pride so wounded he could never leave the sight of his greatest triumph and his most devastating failure. A recent account from a wedding photographer adds a modern layer to the legend. While reviewing photos of the empty ballroom late at night, he discovered the dark silhouette of a man in a top hat standing in the corner of one frame. In the very next shot, taken seconds later, the figure was gone. This phantom gentleman, forever tied to the hotel's Gilded Age grandeur, continues his lonely vigil, a permanent resident in the ballroom of his broken dreams. Guests and workers have reported cold spots, phantom footsteps, and disembodied voices echoing through empty corridors. Some even claim pianos play on their own late at night, as if the past is still alive inside the hotel. With over a century of history etched into its very foundations, the Grand Hotel is far more than just a luxurious vacation destination. It is a living museum, a stone and timber vessel sailing on an ocean of time. Every floorboard that creaks underfoot, every whisper of wind through its ornate corridors, seems to carry an echo from a bygone era. It's a place where the veil between our world and the next is said to be impossibly thin, where the vibrant, dramatic, and sometimes tragic lives of those who came before have left an indelible stain on the fabric of reality. The laughter from a Gilded Age ball, the scent of a long-extinguished cigar, the faint melody of a piano from the empty lounge. These aren't just tricks of the mind, they are fragments of the past, breaking through into our present. Throughout our investigation, we've encountered phenomena that defy logical explanation. We've heard the disembodied voices captured on our audio recorders, whispers in rooms that have been empty for hours. We've delved into the tragic tale of the Lady in Black, forever pacing the fourth-floor hallway. Her spectral form seen gazing from the window of what was once her suite, waiting for a love that will never return. We've tracked the fleeting appearances of the man with the top hat, a sharp-suited gentleman from the 1920s, whose shadowy figure appears in the periphery, a silent observer in the grand ballroom, only to vanish when you turn to look. Are these mere psychic impressions, a kind of historical playback? Paranormal researcher Alistair Finch, who has studied the hotel for over 2 decades, offers a more unsettling theory. He believes the Grand Hotel is a rare kind of place, a powerful confluence of energy. The unique mineral content of the ground it was built on, combined with the sheer intensity of human emotion that has soaked into the walls, joy, love, heartbreak, and despair, has turned the building into a massive psychic battery, he explained to us. It doesn't just replay memories, it powers them. It gives them a semblance of consciousness. The entities here aren't just echoes, they are aware. This chilling thought changes everything. It suggests that when you walk these halls, you are not just an observer of the past, you are being observed it. So, the next time you step through its opulent doors and into its grand halls, take a moment. Feel the weight of the history around you. And remember, the feeling that you're being watched might be more than just your imagination. The faint shadow that crosses the far wall, the cold spot in an otherwise warm room, you may not be alone. Perhaps the most profound question isn't whether the Grand Hotel is haunted, but whether its spectral residents see us as the true ghosts, fleeting visitors in permanent home. The stories are endless and the mystery only deepens. But now we want to hear from you. Do you believe the spirits of the Grand Hotel are real conscious entities? Have you ever stayed here and experienced something you couldn't explain? Share your own encounters and theories in the comments below. Your story could become part of the ongoing investigation, and if you crave more journeys into the unknown, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. You won't want to miss our next episode, where we descend into the forgotten catacombs beneath Paris, a place where millions of souls rest in an empire of death.